This retro Spider-Man was one of the hottest Marvel Legends on the market. I cannot even lie to you. If you were around or collecting at the time, you know. Now, I never saw this in person. I only have the two I got from pre-orders. That's how hot this figure was. I've seen the whole retro wave in person except for this guy. This figure is fire. It fell short though, only because it didn't have the wall crawling hands. They started to include that in some of the newer figures, but I don't know why they shorted us with this one. I do really like this figure a lot, but I also like the Renew Your Vows one a lot more. This figure, to me, the colors just look better. I like the web lines a lot more. I like just the vibrancy of the red, too, I really like. I like the darker blue, and I also like the head sculpt. This head sculpt is not original. I swapped this from the House of M Spider-Man because I did not like the retro Spider-Man eyes. Really like this Renew Your Vows figure. It has pinless legs and arms. Technically, it's the same. It does have different hips, though. But technically, it is the same figure. I don't know. I just like the colors of it more. But sadly, both of these have been replaced by this figure right here. This Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man figure is just next level. I can't even explain to you. Like, I can't even form the amount of words I need to tell you that this figure is the greatest Spider-Man figure Hasbro has ever made. It washes all of these. Like, you can literally, if you only had to get one, I'd say get this one. Or get the 3-pack because it's a blue instead of the black. I do really like the black, though. I don't know much about Amazing Fantasy. It is early Spider-Man. I don't know shit about that. I'm from 90s Spider-Man, the animated show, and on. So, I do really like the black, though. It doesn't bother me. The logo on the front, though, is kind of like whatever, but it doesn't bother me. This figure being so good that I can look over that. It's just a logo anyway. This figure is amazing, though. The articulation is great. I did make some modifications to mine. Well, one mod. I took the Renew Your Vows feet and I swapped them over here. Only because I feel like this is the only thing the figure was missing. I don't know why it didn't have toe joints out the gate. It should have, because the amount of articulation you can get out of this guy, like I can literally, just with the toes, I can get him standing. If I could do it on video, I could get him balanced just on his toes. And you could do the same thing on the Renew Your Vows one. That's just on his toes. So just with that too, and then you could get him down really, really low. Get the legs up. He can actually do a 4-point stance, get his head all the way up. I have a fist on this one. But he can get down into a 4-point stance. Like, it's just really easy for this figure. Let me see. Once you work it. You can get him down in a 4-point stance, and he can be on his hands and his toes. So most Spider-Man figures aren't doing that. Look up. Most Spider-Man figures aren't doing that. I'm telling you, this figure is next level. Just for it to be able to crunch like that, and then you can kick the legs. He can pretty much kick his legs almost behind his head. Like, this figure, this Amazing Fantasy is just, it's crazy. I didn't think they would come out the gate this hard. I'm glad. You know what's crazy is I was going to pass on this. I don't know much about Amazing Fantasy, like I said. I was going to pass on this because I was like, oh, this one's better, and I still got the retro. But honestly, pick this up. It's in the 3-pack with Iceman and Firestarter. I don't know her name. But it's in that Amazing Friends 3-pack, and I think the Walmart version of the animated Spider-Man is the same body, so you have 3 shots at it. Hopefully I really hope this is the standard going forward for Spider-Man, at least certain versions of Spider-Man. It would be nice to see a black suit on this body. It would be nice to see all the versions of Spider-Man. This body is just next level. It's pinless legs and knees. I said legs and knees. It's pinless on the legs and the arms. This figure, I can't even say anything bad about it. I can, because like my neck only has like that. It has three. My neck only has 3 things. You see it just clicks forward there. But I got that. There's that one, and then there's that one, and that's it. I don't have like a free-flowing, like a fluid neck like that. This one that's the only downside to mine, is that. But other than that, it looks great. This figure looks amazing. The body is a lot more slender. See it next to retro. It's less muscular, so it doesn't look like it's less muscular, so it looks like a guy in a suit. I really like it. Like, this one looks like a bodybuilder in a suit. This one looks like, he has muscles, but it looks like an average guy in a suit, which is what Peter Parker was supposed to be, an average dude. Really, I really just cannot stop gushing over this. I'm not going to say these are bad because, like, they're not. Even these two compared, they all fit in the realm of the Spider-Verse, which is cool for me. I just wish I could get more feet so I can do articulated toes on all of them, which probably wouldn't work on Retro. No, it wouldn't, because Retro's web lines are a lot more, and I'm noticing I'm missing a web line right there. I just caught that on camera, missing a web line. But I'm noticing his web line is a lot more tight than the regular, so I wouldn't be able to swap over toes. But that would be the only thing I would add to these. And he needs wall crawling hands. That's about it. So he falls short there. He makes up for it, and he brings it all home. Like, F.A. Spider-Man brings it all home. Like, they really just, you can see the progression. Like, comment, subscribe. Did you get this one? Did you get this one? Did you pre-order these? Do you have this one? Let me know in the comments, and I'm out.